The Commissioner and I share a belief in the fact that in order for police officers to be able to do their jobs, we also need to create a Department of Community Safety that will be tasked with those responsibilities.
Zohran Mamdani's vision for New York isn't heavy on law and order, so it's a relief that the city retains a police chief with a track record of delivering both since her appointment a year ago.
Today we mark another important milestone. 1,000 guns seized by the NYPD since the start of this year. The first 6 months of 2025 tell a clear story. 1,700 fewer grand larcenies, nearly 1,100 fewer robberies, 44 fewer murders. In the first 10 months of the year, our city had the lowest number of shooting incidents in recorded history.
The question is, how much harder will Mr. Mamdani make Jessica Tisch's job now that the 44-year-old has agreed to stay on next year? Mr. Mamdani made reappointing Ms. Tisch part of his campaign, presumably given his history of anti-police rhetoric, including calling the NYPD wicked and corrupt, and a major threat to public safety. In 2020, comments he's since apologized for, he wanted to ease voter fears that he'd lead the city into a spiral of disorder. Then there was this comment, surfaced by, amongst others, CBS News, of Mr. Mamdani speaking at a Democratic Socialists of America event in 2023.
We have to make clear that when the boot of the NYPD is on your neck, it's been laced by the IDF.
Indeed, it's a positive sign that Ms. Tisch, who's Jewish, took her time making a decision, deciding to stay, after she and the mayor-elect had several conversations.
So help me God. Congratulations, Commissioner.
Since her appointment as NYPD Commissioner in November of 2024, Ms. Tisch has focused on what she calls quality of life policing, after learning from arguably the best.
Former police commissioners Ray Kelly and Bill Radin.
It was Messrs. Kelly and Bratton that put the broken windows theory of policing into practice. And Ms. Tisch's quality of life approach certainly has similarities.
But New Yorkers are telling us that even as crime falls, that they still don't feel safe. So we're putting together a plan to address illegal parking, abandoned vehicles, homeless encampments, unreasonable noise, out-of-control scooters and e-bikes, open-air drug markets, and more.
The approach being to stop the little things before they get out of hand.
All of this, especially when it's compounded day after day, gives people the impression of chaos and disorder. It erodes our sense of public safety, and New Yorkers have had enough.
Right now, it's hard to say if Mr. Mamdani is on board with this style of policing. On the campaign trail, he spoke of shifting money away from the NYPD to a new Department of Community Safety that focuses on restorative justice and violence interrupters, an issue that came up in the first debate.
We will have dedicated teams of mental health outreach workers in the top 100 subway stations with the highest levels of the mental health crisis and homelessness. We will ensure that cops can finally go back to the response times they used to have in 2020, closer to 11 minutes, as opposed to the closer to 16 minutes today, because they won't be asked to respond to the 200,000 mental health calls that are coming in through 911 every year.
In contrast, Ms. Tisch has been vocal about the failures of progressive criminal justice reform and actively focused on increasing the number of cops on the beat.
It's clear that cops on patrol make our city safer, and the next step is getting more of them. Tomorrow, 624 additional police officers will hit the streets. Later this month, a new class of what is likely to be more than 1,000 recruits will enter the academy. The last time that this department hired such a big class was nearly a decade ago.
New York's gradually improving crime statistics bear out Ms. Tisch's approach, and it's a good start that Mr. Mamdani convinced the Commissioner to stay. Whether the mayor-elect can resist the temptation to pile on progressive demands, we'll have to see.